Hello and welcome to Digital Accounting Education, a channel that strives to make accounting and EMS easy for you to understand. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment down below any questions that you would like for me to answer, or any topics that is giving you problems. Just let me know down below so I can make a video on it. So now, what is a credit invoice? In the previous video, I explained terms that you would come across when you are doing activities on credit. So please check that video. The link will be down below and the tag is appearing right now on your top right. So a credit invoice is a document that is given to a debtor when they buy on credit. Okay, so already we know that a debtor is someone who buys on credit, right? So when this debtor makes a sale or buys on credit, they receive a document called a credit invoice. So the same way someone who buys on cash, they will receive a receipt or a cash invoice. Okay, so the debtor, when they buy on credit, they receive what we call a credit invoice. So now I am going to show you what a credit invoice looks like, because you should be able to analyze it and know what information is in the credit invoice. So this is how a credit invoice looks like. On your top left, it says tax invoice, credit sales invoice. So it means someone bought goods on credit, and this is the document that they have received to show how many goods have been bought or sold to that person on credit, on what date and for how much. And then in the middle here you have details of the business. Okay, and remember, the business that sells goods on credit or services on credit, we call them creditors. So these are the details of a creditor, which is this business called Queenstown Stores. And then on your far right, you have invoice number. The same way we have receipt number, we also have invoice number. And then just down here, we have account number for the data. And then we have date on your left. And then it says to Mrs. Smith. Okay, so it means this here are the details of the data. This is the person who made the credit sale. Then we go down into this table. It says here quantity. So quantity is how many of those things have they bought. And then under description, that's the name of whatever it is they bought. And then unit price refers to price for one. Okay, all right, so now let us try to understand this. So Mrs. Smith bought 50 buckets at 15 rands each. Okay, so what we are missing here is the amount and the total amount of the 50 buckets, because the 15 rands is just for one bucket. As I said, that the unit price is the price for one. We will calculate that later. And then again, on the same day, Mrs. Smith bought 15 blankets, and each blanket costs 50 rands. What we don't have is how much the total of the buckets is. Okay, so 15 rands for one bucket and then 50 rands for only one blanket. We have to calculate how much, if this person bought 50 buckets, we want to know the total of these 50 buckets, which is what you put here under amount. So basically I'm just going to say it is total amount. I hope you're with me here. And then we go down, it says terms and conditions over here, and then it says 30 days from the date of statement. So this just means that the person must pay, well, Mrs. Smith must pay the full amount in 30 days time. Okay, and then the signature is the signature of the person who wrote this invoice. Here, by the total, we just want the total of all the items that this person has bought. Okay, remember here we want the total of the buckets, and then just underneath we want the total of the blankets. But here by total, we will want the total amount of all the things that they have bought, meaning we are going to add the total of the buckets and the total of the blankets together to get this total in the end. So I have a few questions that I'm going to attach here, and we will answer them together. Number one says, what is the debtor's name? So obviously the debtor's name is Mrs. Smith. Here I said this is the information of the debtor. So it means now Mrs. Smith is our debtor. That is for number one. And then number two, how many items were purchased? How many? They didn't ask how many buckets or how many blankets. They just asked how many items were purchased. So it means this person bought 50 buckets and 15 blankets. Okay, and that will obviously give us 65 items. So I'm going to start with the selling price. Okay, so obviously the selling price of the buckets. So this person, Mrs. Smith, bought 50 buckets at 15 rands each. So what you're going to do is just say 50 buckets at 15 rands each. It's going to give you 750. So it means this person owes us 750 for the buckets. And then for the blankets, Mrs. Smith bought 15 blankets at 50 rands each, all right, which is 750 as well. And then 750. So now 750 plus 750, just to calculate the total amount, is 1,500. So it means now Mrs. Smith owes us 1,500. So we have the cost price, the selling price. So we have to now calculate the cost price. Okay, so with the cost price, I explained in detail the calculation, the formula you use to calculate the cost price. So with cost price, I explained properly in detail the formula you use to calculate the cost price or the selling price in another video. I will link the videos down below, and the video is also appearing right now on your top right. So the calculation of cost price, you are going to say selling price, okay, multiplied by 100 over 200, which is now going to give us 375. So it means the cost price of the buckets is 375. So if you want to calculate the cost price of the blankets as well, you are just going to use the same formula, because remember the selling price is the same. Okay, so it's just going to be the same formula and the same amount, which is 750 multiplied by 100 over 200, which is equals to 375. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the videos that I have linked down below. And to prepare you for your June examinations and your tests, if you feel like you'd like some more help with your homework, or just in preparation for the exams and the tests, you are welcome to text the numbers that are linked down below, and let's get you ready for your exams so that you can get that distinction. Okay, bye.